So today we have Mr. Rajesh, Head of Treasury from LuLu Exchange with us. Would you tell us, a little bit about yourself and how you landed in LuLu Exchange as a Head of Treasury?
So my journey in this financial world, especially in Treasury, started almost 18 years back. And when I had started my career in financial world post my MBA finance, at the very beginning of my career, I had met with one of a very knowledgeable person who became my mentor later on, and he was supposed to be a treasurer at that time. Uh, During my interaction, I was so fascinated with the way he explained treasury and treasury operation. I was so fascinated, and I decided that okay, this is the field that I want to work in. For that, I acquire some skills and knowledge about this particular field, and then I landed in treasury department for Punjab National Bank in back in 2011 2012. Since then, it's been almost 14 years, and I'm into this treasury.
So, Rajesh, let's start with our question answers. Someone who doesn't know finance or with no financial background like me, how would you explain treasury?
If you want to know about treasury, you think money as money moving as like a car on a highway, okay, where there are so many cars, and if there will not be any control, we may land up with multiple accidents, delay, casualty, and unwanted happenings. Treasury is more like a controller of the money. Okay, what we do, we manage funds, we manage money movement across the globe, and also we ensure that the money is present at a right place at a right time.
So let's move to our next question. So how does the treasury impact everyday life of the customers, of the consumers, or who send money or who move money across the borders?
We not only look the transaction just merely as a financial transaction, we look it from the emotions which are associated behind that particular transaction. So our customer trust us with their hard-earned money, and at Lulu, whenever a customer does any transaction, that means a worker who is working very hard to earn that money, sacrificing his life just for the better life of someone who is sitting back home. With that, if a customer is doing any particular transaction, that primarily means that transaction may be because of a son who is sending money to his aging parent, or it is for the family maintenance, or it may be a father is sending a birthday gift to the daughter, or it may be a medical emergency. So whenever these things happen, uh, there is a trust factor involved when the human emotions are involved. At Treasury, we ensure that the customer trust is never broken at any point of time.
What actually happens behind the scenes when someone sends money abroad?
The moment you initiate a transaction, the branch or the transaction is getting initiated, the journey of that money starts, and we control that journey at Lulu. So the dirham gets converted into dollar, and then that dollar converts it into the home currency, and this entire process flow goes through a various channels, which are systems, partnership with the financial system model that we have built at Lulu, and the partnership and the fund management, and the complex interbank financial market risk coverage that we do at sitting at Treasury.
What makes treasury so strong in LuLu Exchange?
Our Lulu Treasury is equipped with best of the technology, best in the system, best of the people, and more importantly, we are equipped with a very strong team who is working day in and day out to ensure that the treasury operations are efficient, smooth, and effective for our customers. And when I say effective, any person, if you are sending money to your friends back in your home country, if you are looking at a value, if you are sending 1,000 dirham, and if you are thinking that okay, my friend will get 25,000 rupee back in home, if you will get a slightly extra, says 25,100, that 100 rupee for us is a small amount, but for the beneficiary, if they will get more money, that will make their smile even bigger.
Can you give us a real life example how the treasury made difference in people's journey?
Few days back, my one of my branch manager called me, and when I picked the call, he was very serious on the call, and he said he is having a customer who wants to remit money back to his family, but the requirement was that the person, some of his family member was in hospital, and the money requirement was very urgent. So branch manager asked me that, will is it possible that we can deliver that money within 15 minutes to our customer? And that was a serious need, because this transaction was not only merely a financial transaction, there was emotion attached to it, and more importantly, it was a point of someone's life. So, how Treasury plays an important role, we ensured that particular time that the moment the transaction was initiated from the branch, we delivered that transaction within 4 minutes to that very customer. That helped a lot to that family in order to cater the medical requirement of that person.
So how, as you said, within minutes, money movement within minutes. What are the technological advancements in this money movement?
So things has changed a lot. It has shifted its gear over the years. So from manual process, it became system driven, and that system driven now is increasing its efficiency and effectiveness to ensure that the things are happening in a much more efficient and faster way. And thanks to the AI and all the technological development which are happening across the financial landscape, things are always evolving. For example, if you look at it, 10 years back, when you used to send money, or somebody used to send money, that time it used to take 2 days for the beneficiary to get the money.
Even more. Sometimes even more than 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days.
Exactly,
as well.
exactly. But see how things have changed. It has changed dramatically over the years, and especially last 2.5 years, when this technological implementation has happened across the industry, and we are, as I said, we are the leader in that space. Because of all this technological advancement, that gives the team, or the setup, the model, makes that model more robust and gives that extra leverage to make the whole process better and better over the years.
For a common man, even me, you, or anybody, when we send money, we want that extra value, right? When we transfer money. So I can approach you and ask you for a tip, like, okay, where the market will move, it will go to positive, negative, shall I wait? This is what customers will be usually asking to their exchange partners.
Sitting at Lulu, we always ensure that we always play our part in order to deliver that. Because when a customer approaches us for their remittances, we always try to give the exchange rate, to offer an exchange rate which is a bit better than what they expect, or which is better than where the prevailing market is at that time.
What makes LuLu Exchange stand out in the industry?
As I said, we have a complete dedicated people who are working day in and day out, not only with the people, which is the primary source for any company or for any financial institution, but we have the kind of setup which is required, the system, the processes.
And the stores and the branches, customer engagement centers, which
Exactly.
are there in every
The number
nook and
of
corner
outlets, the number of outlets, the number of channels. We are present in branches. We are different location. We are present digitally. Our app, which is Lulu Money app, which is one of the prominent app, and among the top choices of the people to send money. I mean, all these things, because of the availability, the option that we give our customer. If you want to send money, you can visit to our branch. If you want to send money, you can just simply keep your phone, do some clicks, and then your money will be remitted through our Lulu Money app. So the kind of choices that we give, and the kind of seamless customer experience people get.
So, what you would like to tell our viewers about, the frauds, common frauds or common red flags they should avoid while, they are having money transfers and they are dealing with the money?
See, this is extremely important, Jeevan. Reason being the awareness, as I said, awareness about the financial transaction is very much important. Because you see, with the involvement of technology, It is true that the things are getting easier and better, but at the same time, the risk associated with each and every financial transaction is also getting increased with every passing second. It is very much required for all the consumer, all the customers, all the individuals, whosoever is doing any kind of financial transaction. The awareness is very much important. They must be aware what are the risks involved while initiating any transaction, especially because of this cyber crime which is happening across the globe. And there are many gray-minded people are there in across the globe who are good at doing these negative or the gray things in especially in the financial world, and which has a serious financial implication, not only in terms of the financial implication but other the legal implication as well.
So can you tell us few pointers like what customer should not do, when it comes to money management, or when it comes to money?
If somebody is telling you that okay, I will give you 100% return within 3 months, never trust.
Making claims like, okay, I'll double your money or I'll triple your money, we should not fall for it.
Exactly.
That is one thing you
It is
want
very
to say.
simple that it is very simple. The things which doesn't look realistic, if somebody is trying to portray it realistic, we should use our common sense. And let me tell you, common sense is not that common in our world.
Thank you, Rajesh. This was Rajesh from LuLu Exchange as a treasury head talking to us on Money Simplified today.